Makes my jaw hurt.
Yeah, that was dope. Hello, good evening.
Whoa.
We're going to talk about the hippity hop. Yeah.
It's the boom bap edition.
The what? Okay, whatever. Hi. Good evening.
I just climbed on top of my desk and jumped into my guitars. I was just so amped. They're all very broken.
See, my so good bestie Justin asked for a theme song, and I delivered.
I don't know if I asked for a theme song or if it was forced upon me.
I'm gonna roll back I can't roll back the tape. I'm gonna clip it later, but you did ask for a theme song, and I delivered. So
nobody remembers that though.
Bar, I wish you was here too. Actually, also, obviously, Eddie was in the custom made trailer.
Yeah, our token. We're not 100% sure if he's white guy. Doesn't seem to be able to make it tonight.
Token, we're not 100% sure he's a real Christian. He's an atheist. But Eddie is not feeling well. He said he'll join us in a little chitty chat. So Eddie, rest up. Hope you feel better. Sorry you couldn't make it, but we catch you next time, bro. But yeah.
Guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Exactly.
Look at y'all on Twitch.
See, look, thank you, Kat. Yeah. I delivered. You're welcome.
I'm here.
You're welcome. I delivered. You know that was hot. Don't even play. So, Mikey, Justin, I know I am the bearer of all knowledge of hip hop, so I'm just gonna school y'all for at least an hour.
Okay.
Cardi B, I liked.
I was like, is that where you just stopped? Like just cut off right there. Like
I do.
That's all I got.
That was it.
That's all I got. Just stretch that out for an hour.
Did you like that? Was that good for you? Because that was it. That was the whole thing.
That was the whole thing. I mean, it's Cardi B. That's it. We can end the show. All right. See y'all next week.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Quickie. Love me a quickie. Yes, Justin. Yes. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just gonna say that I just wanted to do like a more topical thing of something that I'm interested in that I've liked, and rather than the same old, we're atheists and we're secular and here's why type deal, and I'm also tired of ranting about anti-vaxxers. So let's talk about other things that we're about.
Yeah, yes, I know them thumbs. I know them thumbs is tired of arguing. I feel you.
Yeah, because we're, outside of these couple topics that we kind of get hung up on, we're a lot more things, and we're interested in a lot more things, and we kind of get stuck on what we're not, or what we're arguing against, and rather than hobbies and interests that we have. So it's good to get that out there.
That is good. Well, Jason, I mean, by all means, sir, if I didn't know any better, I'll send you a link. We got a spot, and I need help because I ain't got nothing. And Bar, keep on praying, homie. Good things coming your way if you believe.
Shondeke.
You'll know within the next 1 to 2 weeks. Anyways,
Where?
Shondeke.
Is there a bicycle delivery service?
It could be. You don't know. Jason, I'm gonna send you a link in like 2 minutes. It's always 2 minutes.
The Pony Express has just come back just in time for Christmas. If you're in the Southern California area.
Oh God.
Clip clop, the magical pony will deliver your messages in 4 to 5 business months.
One of the things we brought up right before we started recording is that, I don't know, exactly where Mikey's from, like different places he's lived, but I've lived in the Midwest almost my whole life. And so when we talk about hip hop, being a fan of hip hop, I never experienced like the East Coast, West Coast thing where you have big name rappers that were representing your coast, and there was a feud with other coasts.
Yeah.
Like by the time hip hop came to the Midwest, most of that was dying down, and we really didn't have. We only had a couple big name people until like Eminem, and then Bone Thugs and a few other people were coming out of the Midwest here. So it was more of like always from a fan perspective, and never like a team to root for. Like some people, this is like their sports team or their family. It's
a little bit of tribalism that you get to play. But I'm from St. Louis. I was born there, grew up there, and then I've been back and forth between Chicago and St. Louis. And I lived in Long Island for like 3 months, so I don't even really count that as living in New York, because Long Island is a completely separate monster from like Manhattan or whatever. But I do remember shit was different when fucking Country Grammar came out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was on every radio.
I know that whole album, and I'm not even like from over there.
I'm talking about the whole. Yes, hell yes, Salt and Pepper's
Salt
hip hop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Even has Spinderella. She might be on Dig on America one of these days if Haas ever gets the Stones to ask her. She's like 2 people away. I'm like, dude,
what?
Ask. Dude, ask.
Oh, I'm sure she'd say yes. I mean, it's bigger Haas. Come on.
You just smile. And she'd be right over there.
That's it.
Can you please come on my show? She'd be like, oh.
I remember when Country Grammar came out. I listened to that whole album like a lot, way too much.
I wore that mug out.
that was actually like the whole album was solid, not just the 1 or 2 songs that were on the radio.
It was an overall like good thing. So you could be on like, oh yeah, that's track 7, man. I like that. Because I mean, there was more than just EI and Ancher.
It's a little bit racist. No, it's kidding. I love you, Ancher.
she's trying. We acknowledge that. The hip hop tribal community has acknowledged her efforts.
Yeah. I feel I remember when Tupac was introduced to us. It was probably a year later after when he came out.
And that was another thing. Like back in the 90s, you didn't get everything right away.
Yeah, that's true.
It might take you several months to hear something just because it was only certain DJs were playing it in Atlanta and they didn't put it on the radio and they kept it for themselves. That's why like little acts like, well, I say little now, but like Outkast was big in the South for years before that we ever heard about them up north or out west or on the East Coast. Same thing with Luda. There's a whole bunch of like little, like Atlanta is like its own little microcosm galaxy.
Own little hub, yeah.
Yeah, they don't need nobody else because they actually play their own artist music.
I think that was the deal with the East Coast, West Coast thing is they were popping in their own neighborhood, their own cities, and it wasn't until they got so big that it spilled over into the other side that it started. They started getting territorial about it.
I want to say, I think it was like the BET Awards from like fucking, shit, I have to look it up now. Awards with Snoop. because Snoop came out with that video
yeah,
when
I remember
they were kicking over the buildings, and it was in New York, and it was like a "fuck New York" song that the LA dudes was putting out, and it was like, oh yeah, cuz. That's what I was like, oh no. Grab the popcorn. I was like, the rappers are fighting. But meanwhile, we were just sitting there like, Crucial Conflict came out with something. There's this new guy, Common, that's coming out. So we never had none of those issues.
See, that was one thing about hip hop, where you would separate like the good ones versus separate from the ones that were really against the police or would curse a lot or denigrate women in their music, because you had Common, you had other folks on this side, and then you had everyone else on the other side.
Well, there was like conscious rap, and
right.
And the kind of annoying thing about that is conscious rap emerged long before gangster rap and some of this other stuff that we see. It was around, that was like the earliest forms of hip hop, and it went through the 80s and early 90s. It just got overshadowed by gangster rap because it was like so provocative, and it was actually pushing the boundaries of our laws and speech laws and stuff like that.
Oh, Eddie, hope you're feeling better, bro.
Unforgivable, Eddie.
I'm mad, Eddie, because I made a custom intro with your face in it. So you're welcome.
Hand in your buffalo painting now.
There was one I missed. What did I miss? Oh, this was something that I knew growing up too. This and rock music. The only exposure we got to hip hop was when the preachers at church would warn us about how evil it was. This was something that was told to me, in addition to rock music.
I mean, I get what they might have been trying to warn us against, because I mean, Uncle Luke was a thing when we were growing up.
Hey, Wes just mentioned that 69 Boys, and then the 2 Live Crew. It got off the rails pretty quick.
They had them spring break music videos where you'd be on like the box channel. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna call that shit in. It's 69 Boys.
Oh, I remember the box. Yeah,
the
they
box
had
was that shit.
The soundtrack to Girls Gone Wild, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
So do you know what the box was, Jenna?
No. No, she don't.
No. So the box here, it was channel 41 locally.
Channel 50 in St. Louis.
I remember, right? So, but there was a ticker on the bottom of the screen of all the different songs that you can pick, and you would call in and you would put in the number of the song, and then like it would show the songs like, and then like 3 hours later your song would come on because it was like a national service.
Yeah,
it would
I remember that
forever and a day.
Yeah. I never did it.
You know what they probably did is put that shit on random and just kept the money. The money, because how would anyone? Of course, someone obviously. It's been an hour. Someone must have voted for this one.
Yeah, like how come a Bone Thug, Sluggish Bone is playing like 6 times an hour? Like that one's popular. Just put it on repeat.
Keep playing it. I'm sure somebody called for it. We already charged them, and they would charge it like that was like they didn't even charge your like your credit card. They would just charge the phone company.
That was back when you can charge everything to a phone. Your mom would, you wouldn't even know.
You'd have a month to figure that shit out, like where you're gonna live, how you're gonna feed yourself, because she's going to find out.
It was like when you had that fake dial-up internet that charged your phone.
Oh hell no!
What is this?
Oh, what about Christian rap? I listened to PID, Preachers and what the what?
Is that like a play on POD?
I remember POD has some classics. I don't care what nobody say. Alive Will Get Me is a good uplifting morning song.
I don't know what I know, because for real though, real talk, like Christian trap music is the weirdest shit in the world. I remember hearing it like not like a couple weeks ago, and it was Sunday.
Let's praise some Jesus.
It was the weirdest shit in the world. I don't even know. I'm like, do we seriously have to listen to this right now? Like, oh God, just put on a preacher preaching, for God's sakes, if you got to listen to some Sunday morning stuff.
Or DC Talk. I used to throw down some DC Talk.
One thing I was thinking about earlier when you played that video, we should watch it again soon. But
Oh yeah, we should watch it again.
I don't think I said peyote. Is that Bone Thugs is one of the only like explicitly talks about God all the time rap groups that I actually really like, because it's
DMX.
just weird. Oh yeah, DMX too. But no, DMX will legitimately like get on a track and start and just pray the whole track. So he was a little more with
God,
it.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but
I didn't mean it.
But they had a similar way of doing it. They had a similar way of doing it where they talk about like murdering people and selling drugs, and then like going to church and getting forgiveness about it.
Yeah,
they're just being authentic.
What was it? Pastor Troy. Pastor Troy had a bunch of, it wasn't like huge hits, but people knew about Pastor Troy.
Sounds familiar.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what of his other songs were.
All right, let me see. Oh, are you doing that, or which one?
I think she's about to play a thing.
One moment, yes.
I watched Rapping for Jesus recently, and it's not something that anybody should come across.
There's no need to watch it ever again. Once you've seen it once, that's plenty. This is the new mixtape from Bone Thugs.
Imagine tuning into the show, and that's where we started at.
You just walked in like, oh, what the?
What is this? Yes, acapella hip hop, Ollieman. Thank you.
But you wouldn't say that in Ohio, though.
No, I mean,
you better wait till the group is completely broken up, because Bone Thugs was real thugs. Those were real ass thugs.
And it's not just them though, right? Through Mo Thug and Thug Life and all that stuff, they got hundreds of people like with them all the time. They roll deep everywhere they go. Like if your hood is the entire state of Ohio, you're doing pretty good. Yeah. But one thing I really despise is the predatory nature of certain, I don't know, I guess you could call them business execs, or like conscious hip hop has never been popular, and positive hip hop has never been popular because the thing that determines what's popular is the thing that gets played the most. And the people who decide what gets played the most kind of set the tone for that generation's young people. So for anyone who thinks that all rap is about killing people and bitches shaking their asses, all that shit, you have been lied to by the media. They've lied to you, because it's just truly not the case. I actually came prepared today.
Here we go.
Got a little reveal for you. This is my Lupe Fiasco online tour shirt.
Oh, let me just blow it up. There we go.
There you go. So you guys can. This is from the anniversary of food. The anniversary of Food and Liquor.
Thank you.
Oops.
Very nice.
Where is the look? Anything with Black Eyed Peas, we should just. That album and that frame where Fergie was in it, and a couple albums in a row, they were writing pop, like just pop songs with rap verses in them.
Kind of.
Fergie ruined it.
No, they were conscious and activists and stuff, but Fergie helped them actually like get famous and get popular and make money.
That Fergalicious shit, everybody's like, oh, I suddenly like the Black Eyed Peas now. And then Will.i.am was like, I'm going to be the best robot producer.
My 4-year-old daughter listens to Black Eyed Peas. I don't know why, but
her taste in music hasn't matured yet. Give it time.
But they have like really catchy dance music and really catchy pop rap.
That's probably why.
Which is totally fine, but it's weird for like nowadays. Like I've said this several times to young people. I was like, the reason why y'all run around acting like thoughts is because y'all don't have R&B anymore. Like, that's bullshit. You know, I'm like, who's your R&B singer now? Drake. I'm like,
yeah, they're all
there. You go.
They're all rappers.
Y'all don't have no Luther. Y'all don't have no Y'all have no one who makes love songs anymore. No one makes love songs anymore. There's sad
Now we
songs,
legit
and then
sound like
there's
the old
party
folks.
songs. It's not our fault though. We literally didn't do this. They just stopped coming out with love songs for young people.
Are you saying that R&B is another thing that millennials killed?
There's like see?
Timberlake.
Yeah. Oh wait.
Timberlake.
New Kids on the Block were on tour right now.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Because they're 80 and they need money.
We still have standing
John
tickets for the
Legend.
Backstreet Boys whenever they.
They could have at least said John Legend. I'm surprised at that one.
But John Legend is like the only guy, but they don't even consider his stuff like love songs because he's old people music. He's old to them. He's like 35. He's like 35. He's an old man. He's married with kids. He's old, you know. He's a old geezer.
Fair question, Inger. Isn't rap predicated on the premise of telling stories of one's struggles? So isn't positive rap counterintuitive?
It can be storytelling as well. Storytelling as in saying I started here and then I ended up here through hard work. Like there's tons of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't think positive rap necessarily means that you are rapping about how good your day is. Like you're rapping about the struggles of what you, like you said, rapping about. You're rapping about the bad.
There's plenty of songs now, and this is kind of what's being pushed about. Oh, I made so much money because I hustle hard and I made good moves and I make more money than you and stuff. I mean that can be considered positive, you know, for that person and their team or whatever. They're happy about it. They're up. It's an uplifting song, you know, to be in the club, you know, pretending you have a lot of money. But there's nothing but it could be educational, could be conscious, it could be like getting a positive message across to, you know, a broader audience. But rap in itself is just an art form. It was like the movement within hip hop that was more conscious and more about struggles and stuff.
Jenna, go ahead and list off the 5 pillars of hip hop, please. Rap.
Did she just take you already had one. We gave you one. The show is about it. Well, it's in the title.
Oh, okay. Street.
What?
What was the question? Rap. Okay.
Yes, that is the first pillar. And then you got the
bombing or tagging.
What? Street?
Spray painting?
Yes. Graffiti.
What?
That's part of hip hop is a whole
shit. I didn't understand.
Thing.
Yeah. I didn't understand the question.
Yes. So we got rap. We got where's Ease? Actually, Ease should be here. I haven't talked to him in a minute.
I haven't seen Ease in a minute.
Graffiti. You know, you got your That's two hints right there.
Okay.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing for 200.
B-boying or breakdancing.
And DJing.
Boomboxes?
Yes. That is actually the 6th pillar. They just added it today.
That's a fucking lie. God damn it.
Savage.
B-boys, and then you got
no, fuck you. Well, I said boomboxes, so whatever.
Is that what you thought it was?
No. I misread it. Shut.
You thought it was called boomboxing this whole time.
But next, name the other shit.
So we got rap, graffiti, b-boy.
Scratching.
Yeah, that is a way of saying it.
DJ.
Yes.
Disc jockeying.
Okay. Disc jockeying.
The disc jockeys.
Okay.
On their noble steeds. And then the
fashion and bling.
That's
I called a friend.
That's the modern. Some
That's-
Oh,
modern
that's modern stuff. Okay.
Marvels.
That's only what they would give us for 15 years. Is that, and that's why people act the way they do, because they've only been given fashion and bling for 15 years, and anything not about that will never make it to airwaves.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
unfortunately, hip hop is such a cultural powerhouse that there's a ton of money that goes into controlling what image it portrays because it influences everything else
Yes.
culturally.
Yes.
Freestyle.
You're not going to get the last one. You're not going to get the last one.
I'm not. Okay. Well,
It's
ask
it's-
Justin then. Jesus.
The last one is not like an activity or something. It's
Right.
it's knowledge, so it's like intelligence. It's incorporating knowledge into the other things. So you're not just out there just kind of like clueless and looking bad and saying the wrong message or something. It's using your knowledge to and these other skills to influence people positively.
Mm.
It's
Ideally.
to spread the love and sharing that the culture provides while telling your story and incorporating what you have and what you can do to that subculture. And that's why knowledge is the
So
last.
this is an obvious misrepresentation then.
Mm-hmm. When I say fashion, I think of the original hip hop artists who wore loose, baggy clothes.
Oh, like Chris Cross.
They didn't look fashionable at first. The last Chris just died like 2 months ago.
The last of the Chris's.
The last of the Chris?
The first one died. He had HIV.
Oof.
And then
How did the other one die?
OD.
Damn.
Yeah. He was I think he was like 36 or something. He was not he was he might have been like 38 or something like that.
These kids were like 14
they
when they got
young.
famous.
They were babies out there
Yeah.
doing jump,
Yeah.
jump, the Daddy Mac will make you jump, like that. They were little ass kids back then.
Yeah, that's true.
And they tried to make a little comeback, but everyone's like,
No,
yeah, you good.
Gold chains.
it's not
Another
bad.
misrepresentation.
Those were
Gold
popular.
teeth.
Grills
that's
were.
That's a South
Girls
thing.
were new.
Yeah,
Oh,
grills
that's-
were.
okay.
Well, like when Mikey said, Atlanta had its own kind of subculture.
Mhm.
That was it.
Well, it
a
wasn't
part of
just
it.
Atlanta, but it was like Texas and Houston, and
Yeah.
the South generally went for grill. I don't know why it became a thing.
They love grills down there. I will never put a fucking grill in my mouth. I had braces for fucking 4 years. I will never put anything metallic besides
never
a
understood
fork
that.
or a spoon in my mouth ever again. Like it is.
But
I don't even chew gum anymore.
But like I don't know when it became popular. It was probably long before, but I remember like Master P and all them, like everybody was rocking giant gold chains.
Cash money. They had
Yeah.
platinum. Platinum had just become like marketable for people. So it would for like a chain that would normally be like $1,000. A platinum chain would be like $45,000. So they said, give us all platinum everything. And it's like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah. But isn't that just a rip of what's his face that did those stupid MTV dating
Flavor
shows?
Flav.
Yeah, Flavor
So you
Flav.
mean like Public Enemy?
Best fucking Chuck D has the coolest, best voice I've ever heard on a human. He's the ultimate. He has the ultimate rapper voice. Everybody else just sounds like fucking a chihuahua next to a fucking Doberman next to him.
Really?
I'm pretty sure he played in the NBA.
Master P?
Yeah, Percy Williams or Percy something?
I know it's Percy something.
Masters?
Oh, he played for the Hornets
Really?
the preseason and then Raptors in the preseason. So technically he did.
He played in the NBA, but not in any like real games.
Real games. Got it.
And then Little Romeo came out with Like Mike. Or was that Lil Bow Wow?
No, that was Bow Wow. Yeah. Equally horrible. Status symbols.
Which one did you like more, Jenna? Because I know you had like a little poster in your locker. I know one of them was either Lil Bow Wow or Lil Wayne.
Nope.
Whose poster did you have?
In Sync. That's how bad it is.
She would just go get her chemistry book and her shoulders would just start getting the twitching. Bye, bye, bye. And then she'd slam it.
I mean,
bam.
It's true. I'm not gonna confess anything.
No, go ahead. I hate to interrupt.
How is that creepy? No, because my mother wouldn't allow for my sister or myself to hang like posters and stuff and everything, and I almost tried to get away with it in this one corner of my room, but it was hidden by like this, something was hiding it, and then she found it, and then she tore it all and ripped it apart and threw it away. She's like, "You're not gonna worship this devil stuff." I'm like, "Oh God, okay."
And then she fell over her little coral bed and she said, "But Daddy, I love him."
Why do you have a bunch of white boys on your wall? It's in sync, Mom. Anyways,
it's not like you grab Hanson and put them up there. So
no, I did not.
I heard Mbop on Sirius Radio like 2 days ago, and I was like,
them for damages.
I was like, I guess this song just will never go away.
It would never fucking go away. That song.
We were watching. Me and the wife were watching like the music video of that, maybe like last summer, 2 summers ago, or something like that. And I'm looking, I'm like, that motherfucking keyboard's not even plugged in, and there's no keyboard in this song. What the fuck is he doing? He's. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, y'all bought that shit, huh? It's all bass, guitar, drums, vocals. There ain't no damn piano. Get this man out of here.
They had to incorporate the third one.
Well, I mean, like, I think they're still out doing stuff, and they're a hyper Christian band. They did a Tiny Desk concert.
Oh, I like Tiny Desk a lot. Tech Nine did a Tiny Desk concert. It was good.
Do you watch those, Jena?
It's hosted by NPR. It's called Tiny Desk Concert, and it's in like a library or some like small like bookstore looking thing, and it's fantastic.
It's like a corner of the like offices in the NPR studios.
They get a whole bunch of upper middle class white people and reporter looking people to like watch Black artists perform, and they don't know what's going on, but it's great.
T-Pain's is great because he sings the whole time, and there's no auto tune for all you haters. And that's a whole nother thing we can get into is the auto tune.
T-Pain can actually rap and sing without that.
That's true. I've heard it. That's true.
It's his Tiny Desk is great. Crazy. Erykah Badu's Tiny Desk is necessary watching for all people. That's
I don't know if I've seen that one.
I can't. I have to have it playing in the background. I can't watch it. She got green eyes. I can't. She can't.
Oh yeah, he got a thing for the Badu.
The Badu effect is real, Jena. Don't pretend like it's not. You know that it is.
I mean, through Justin, you, that's the only way I knew.
Justin, you're aware of the Badu effect, aren't you?
No. Okay.
So the Badu effect is whenever Erykah Badu gets her.
Oh,
her hands,
I did watch it. Okay. Hers. Yeah. But no, keep going.
Whenever she gets her hands on a rapper or any man, instantaneously overnight, his bars are crazy. Not only does the pineal gland open up and the third eye is fully with the pupil dilated, she changes. Look, man, all I can do is look at the bars. There was Andre 3 Stacks before, and there was after. He was cold-blooded after. Just saying. J Electronica, Common. Need I say more? You're gonna be growing your hair out natural.
Yeah, you should watch that. You should watch her video. Like it's
legit.
She's a force of nature.
Well, now I know now about the Badu effect. Thank you.
It's a real Mikey. Thing. They say it's like that.
They say it's like
I gotta watch more of these. I watched a few. They're really good.
Cynthia.
Hi, Cynthia.
So then,
I don't understand genre very well anyway.
What?
I'm a Western.
I don't understand genre. I don't.
I don't understand.
Does that go back to who invented hip hop?
I think the
Maybe.
first was like African Boombata, and like KRS-One, and then the Sugar Hill Gang. They were all out in like the late 70s. I think rap started in like 78, 77 or something like that. But then it started getting big in like the 80s out in I want to say either Brooklyn or let's see. I forget where but it was like a couple of little nightclubs that they had in New York, and that's kind of where everything got kicked off with the African Bada. Carousels ones.
Now, there are people out there, and there are videos of kind of like the rhyming and with the rhythm thing going back to way earlier, but nobody would recognize that as what we consider hip hop or rap.
Right.
But there are people that are arguing on the internet and looking, like researching this to say, oh, this white guy from the 30s invented rap because he was rhyming.
Some revisionist history shit. It's like, if you don't get William Shakespeare the hell out of here, talking about some, he was the OG. I am shitting on thine lavatory.
No, this is a fair question.
Okay.
Because, well, I mean, dialing back to what Wes was saying, he doesn't know the difference between rap and hip hop, etc.
Most people.
So what would
don't,
you classify?
Most people don't know the difference, or that there is a difference, and they're used interchangeably because, to the broader world, rap and hip hop are synonymous. It was the only form of hip hop that gained like mainstream success early on.
Right.
So that's why it became like the names were the same.
It's been relabeled. All hip hop is rap now, but hip hop is a culture. Hip hop is like saying someone is punk. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole subculture. Yeah. Rap is the musical arm of hip hop. Thank you, Cynthia. You smart and pretty. Look at you.
Of the five-headed culture.
Hydra.
Culture dragon.
That was my name back in college.
Culture dragon.
You're welcome, Wes. And thank you, Cynthia. Smart and purdy. Just gonna call her smart and purdy.
Smart and purdy. And I will say this, I really hate it when Weird Al touches anything in hip hop.
Oh, fuck.
I hate it.
It's just annoying to me. Yeah.
It just sounds so annoying. It sounds so annoying, and it's so disrespectful. Like, I know everybody jokes and rags on Coolio because his hair is a little crazy, but Coolio was a very highly respected rapper back in the 90s. And for Weird Al to take a song with so much like pain and emotion in it, he said, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna do your song. Is that cool?" And he was like, "No." And he's like, "Okay, cool. I'll do it anyway." That is like a big fuck you to somebody.
That song was like huge in the culture and the community. Like it was really popular and it was really heartfelt. And he just turned it into a joke.
Fuck shit up.
He kind of all lives mattered. People who have to deal with violent neighborhoods, and it kind of felt bad. Yeah. But he also did the intro song for the Keenan and Kel show, which is why I loved Coolio so much back in the day, because that was a good show.
Oh God, I missed that show.
Oh, here it goes.
Okay, this brings up a good question for me, because with how trends and how you say certain slangs and how, certain terms just change over time, like no one says the bomb or diggity or
I still what?
How dare you?
Or word. I say word. I don't give a fuck.
Word to big bird.
I said it earlier.
Biggity bomb, diggity dong.
So is yes, we did enter. Just go back 15 more minutes.
DJ,
my question?
rap, graffiti, b-boy, knowledge.
There we go. Got him. Next.
There we go. Thank you. Is hip hop responsible for changing these trends?
I don't know if hip hop is responsible for, kind of, because I think rap and the culture in general is always trying to be creative, because if you're stale, you get made fun of and you're behind, right?
Right.
Like being
unless
the same
unless it's nowadays where everyone is literally the same.
Yeah, being the same, like it was something to be made fun of, right? It was boring, and because when people are poor, making fun of other people is your pastime.
It's really all you have. You don't have cable,
so like new ideas, new words, new ways of saying things, and then when you add in spoken word and poetry and rap, you have to be creative. You have to stand out. You have to be different to kind of excel in those fields. So there's always new expressions and ways of describing things coming out of that culture that over time get adopted by the broader culture. And but usually by the time that happens, they've already moved on to something else.
That's fair. Smart and purdy. Hip hop is an influencer. Yes. Girl, how come I didn't get you on the show? What the fuck am I doing? I'm a horrible producer. God damn it.
Send her a link.
Cynthia, if you say yes, I will send you a link, my dear. Okay. And we will be here for another 2 hours.
She just sent me a message. She said yes.
That was quick. Thank you.
That was I don't know how it got faster than the lag for the stream. That's crazy.
I know.
I don't know how it got
I usually give them 2 minutes. That's my standard. What if you're old and can you still get away with not tired of being hipster?
I think hipster was one of those things where people tried to shit on the younger generation for doing exactly what they did. And I always thought when people call people hipsters, they were being slightly disingenuous because it's like they forgot that they were teenagers at one point. Like, so like the kids nowadays that listen like mumble rap and Lil Peep and
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby, I guess, is kind of more of a rapper, but like all these like little weird, crazy pill popping kids, like Lil Xan and Lil Peep and all them, like all these kids who have no business making songs, but are literally just rapping about, I take all the pills out of my mommy's fucking medicine cabinet. And then like that's a culture now, but I can't tell them that they can't have it, right? Like if they want that to be their call to arms, then so be it. But they have microwave fucking trash ass beats. They mumble over their raps and they can't hold a candle to anybody that I listen to. But they have their own thing and they like their thing. And they show like, I think Lil Yachty is fucking garbage.
Oh yeah.
But don't tell his fans that he's got a whole fucking hive and his fucking shows are fucking sold the fuck out. He does. Like you can't say shit to him. Or here, I didn't mean to bring up the rainbow haired one, but Tekashi 6ix9ine broke one of the number one hood rules of all time, which is you do not snitch. You do not snitch to the police under any fucking circumstances. And these young bucks fucking rewarded him by saying, "Oh, we'll buy all your music."
Bro, he also went on an interview and was like, "I don't like my music. It's trash. I don't even know what I'd be talking about. We just say something that rhymes, and people buy it, and I'm rich."
And the kids listen to the interview and they're just like, "What?" It's like, yeah, he's not even trying.
So are millennials just that dumb now?
No,
that's not millennials.
That's
the
zillennials.
Yeah, thank you.
The Gen Zers, the kids who are like fucking like 14 to 19, they literally could care less because they've never had real music, and maybe it's their parents. Maybe their parents don't have good taste in music.
I don't even know who Diabolic is.
I don't
Who's
know
Diabolic?
We can get to that in a second though. But I just wanted to say that I think when people are in like 13 to 17 age range, whatever was popping, whatever was popular at that time, whatever you were listening to, it's kind of what people latch onto for their whole life, you know.
Right.
For the most part, it's just hard to kind of break into that group because that's when they were forming their worldviews and their like opinions on things, and you attach emotions to ideas and music to ideas and stuff, and they form strong bonds. So, you know, that's why the oldies for people never changed, even though 90s as the oldies now, but they're still listening to the 70s and 60s and calling it oldies.
Right. Yeah.
You know, for the older generation. You know, because us, you know, 80s and 90s hip hop would be the oldies if you know, in a relative time frame to when we were young and our parents were listening to oldies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff from 20 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I see here, OTC Atheist. I'm looking up Diabolic. I've never heard this guy before, but white rappers. Let me tell you something about white rappers that y'all may not know. There's two kinds of white rappers. Ones that are absolute garbage, like Riff Raff. And there's absolute monsters, like I'm assuming Diabolic, like Eminem. And the young kid that I really, really like, who's a young white rapper, is Token.
I like Token. He's just so annoying.
I know.
He cries so much.
He's so good. His flow is so nice.
But I actually wanted to have this whole conversation because of I think it was Eddie that went to the NF concert.
That was my other question. Yeah.
And I was like, man, I would actually go to that. I think I like NF. His videos are fantastic and his storytelling is fantastic.
I'll have to dig into him, but I also Jena showed me like a Hopsin video, and I was like, yeah, he's still annoying as shit. Like, I can't listen to Hopsin. Like, he just drives me insane.
I like Hopsin, and he's like on my playlist, but I don't actively search him out much.
He likes grading now.
What's that one white dude that's popular like on social media now? Like the he's like a super hardcore centrist. Everybody on the left and the right is stupid, and he's Canadian.
Stefan Malady.
Yeah, he's basically the rap version of that. I'll find his name. But he's the one that bought one of like Eminem's beats and said he was produced by Eminem.
Eminem does not produce anymore. Cynthia said she's a Beastie Boy fan. Like, Beastie Boys is again one of those groups where they're so hip hop you can't even call them white. Like, they're not white rappers. They are like pure New York City fucking hip hop. Like, if you just like distilled it down, they got annoying ass voices. Their beats are slapped like a motherfucker, and they have a trillion people behind them fucking gassing them up. That is New York hip hop. They don't rap about nothing crazy, nothing serious. They just go out and have fun. Like Beastie Boys would be the who's like the future, I guess, like, because that was the party music back then. But then so that would be like your I'm trying to get the party going thing. But then you would still listen to like a KRS-One or like, you know what I'm saying, why is homie's name fucking leaving me right now?
Well, and Beastie Boys had Rick Rubin behind them, and you just could not question that. That's the same as Dre being behind Eminem. It worked the same way.
Rick Rubin has,
or maybe even more.
Let's see, how many people has Rick Rubin made famous?
Rick Rubin might have been even more influential than Dre behind Eminem was, because he had LL Cool J, a Public Enemy, Beastie Boys. I don't know who else.
Albums. Why are they playing me a video?
I will say, yes, this is and like Justin has pointed out earlier, we literally wanted to do this because Eddie had mentioned in the chat just last week that he was at an NF concert and he wanted to have this discussion. But yes, for the future, we will definitely do this conversation again because Eddie's ass needs to be here and I want to reuse that intro song. So yeah, I want to reuse it. But yeah.
I think Cynthia makes a really good point. Beastie Boys, they rap, but they weren't trying to appropriate Black culture.
Right.
They were like intergalactic, planetary. We're gonna be off the wall. We're gonna talk about pizza and parties.
Brass monkey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about alcohol. You know, but they talked about like frat boy white stuff, but in a more hip hop oriented way than you get. It wasn't like college rap, the modern form, which is garbage in my opinion.
But there's always been people who have been part of rap that were never meant to be serious. They never want to be like the hardcore, let me teach you lessons about life that I've gone through and stuff like that. Because no one can show me a single Lil Jon song where he is giving you life advice. All he is trying to do is get me to turn the fuck up. God damn it, motherfucker. And then I don't know what's happening, but my elbows won't stop. And he just be fucking hype as shit. It's just his little raspy ass voice. He all of about 5'1". Motherfucker had you going crazy on a song. You're like, what happened to me just now? I've been taken over.
Rick Rubin was, I just looked it up. Rick Rubin was producing Run DMC at the same time as Beastie Boys. So that kind of tells you know, what they had going on back then and who they were in with.
He's done, like, everyone you know who's a successful musician, they work with Rick. Or they've tried to.
Yeah. Even Eminem on Legacy. No, that whatever the album that was on had that song with Rick Rubin in the video.
I'm trying to think. Oh, he's got Metallica albums. He's got System of a Down. He's got Jay-Z, LL Cool J, Beastie Boys, Ghetto Boys, Run DMC, Danzig, Slayer, Chili Peppers, Weezer, Johnny Cash, Dixie Chick, like everyone.
Dixie Chick. Dang.
Well, I think they're just called the Chicks now.
Oh,
you know,
my bad.
Sorry. We saw it. We both saw it. I disagree, Mikey Famine. I personally took too hard from the window to the wall.
That was instructions.
That was legit instructions.
You want to talk about getting a whole crowd to go,
right?
That was a lot of,
not a
lot
one
of effort.
Did not.
Yeah.
Yes. And every preteen chick had their ass up against the wall, sweating, dripping down their balls. Yes, preteen chicks had balls too.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
But actually, speaking of, hi Neil. I borrowed your producer.
I'm not producing, I promise.
But actually, this is a fair question too, because obviously we've been talking heavily a lot about male hip hop and rappers and everything like that. Females.
What about
Cardi B's the only one, right?
Cardi B, Nicki. But I mean, you had a bunch like Salt and Pepper. They definitely did the thing. TLC kind of dabbled.
Oh, I love
Missy
TLC.
is slept on. Like they have these versus battles on like Triller and Instagram and shit like that. Bro, I will put Missy against half the motherfuckers that they put up there. Missy will dominate that. You know Missy was in an R&B group?
No, I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
She sang.
But but back then there was still like Trina. She was really good for a while.
Oh wow.
I love me some Trina.
So Lil Kim would be like your old school equivalent to like you know Cardi B, but she just never.
Roxanne Shante.
Okay. Yeah, goddamn. Okay.
We see it. Damn, girl. MC Light. I definitely remember MC Light.
MC Light.
Oh
no, I was into the Salt and Pepper and definitely TLC. I don't want no scrub.
Well, TLC when Left Eye died, that was their whole rap. She was the rapper, so that was
I know. It. Yeah, that was it.
If you've probably heard Missy Elliott singing, but you didn't know it. On J. Cole's album, he said that nobody's perfect, babe, but you're perfect for me. That's Missy.
Wow.
I was like, okay. I knew that was your ass, but yeah, she's. And I'm not even gonna like. We've totally skipped over that whole. I mean, we'll go back before we get back to women. Mm-hmm. That whole little pocket right outside of like that Baltimore area where like Most Def, Bad Brains, and like that whole The Roots crew with Jill Scott and everybody. I forget what the name of that like collective was, but it was unbelievable. I'm still looking here through Rick Rubin's ridiculous shit. It's so many people. It's so many.
I think one annoying thing that I have noticed, and this is why I'm not a Queen Bee fan, is when they change their music and how they sound in their music.
Let's see.
Because Beyonce used to be, well, you know, she left the group. Y'all know she left. because she got more popular. She left the group, got
Yeah,
her solo.
She did the Justin Timberlake.
She did exactly. She did the equivalent of Justin Timberlake. She was R&B. And then
That's
she
true,
got
too.
herself booed up with Jay-Z, and now she sounds totally different.
Well,
And
they
I'm
got like $2
ew.
billion now. Who cares?
That's true. They got all the money.
These sound like normal people.
She was in this one commercial where she was just rocking this big ass rock on the back of her neck. I'm like, okay. Your kids have dumb names.
Wow. Oh, speaking of dumb names,
hit them where they hurt.
Kanye West changed his name to Ye.
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's what I saw. I don't know if it's true.
Wouldn't it be Ye?
Ye?
Ye.
Yeah,
is he doing a Puff Daddy P Diddy Diddy P Diddy thing? Is that what that is? Puff Diddy Puff Daddy Puff.
That's from the.
What's his name now?
Video.
Is it Diddy?
It's just Diddy.
I'm gonna call him Ye.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's Diddy. But I mean, Snoop Dogg was Snoop Lion for a while.
Yo, Snoop really tried that Rasta shit. He's like, nah, I'm just a brother from Cali who likes to smoke. I'm not no Rasta.
Oh my god! You showed me that music video that you did with Eddie Murphy. Find that shit right now, please. That was too
Me and
much.
Wayne were just cracking up about that shit.
I was tripping over that when you showed me that. I was like, oh my god, no.
All right, let me find it.
This is not real.
I like Eddie Murphy. He just should really not wear his hoodies like that. Because it's embarrassing to everyone.
Trying to be more artistic. I can't. I don't even listen to Solange that much. Like, her sister is unknown to me. Not like legitly, but you know.
Go up one comment.
Oh. Don't play with me. Don't play with my emotions. I love that song.
I don't even remember the lyrics to that. Does anyone remember the lyrics to that?
Nope, not at all. Not like I sang it this morning on the way to work. I want to become famous. Delete that shit, somebody.
Execute Order 66.
You should watch the video called British Blokes Read the WAP Lyrics, or the Office Blokes Read WAP. I think it's the best rendition of the video and the song. So.
No, the best rendition is obviously
Don't You Say Ben Shapiro.
Oh yes.
Don't you say that. Do not say that.
Okay, well, we're gonna play this because this is hilarious.
Oh, it's muted.
There you go.
Someone explain to me why Eddie has his hoodie behind his ears. Like his hair.
Red light, stop right there where you
What is happening?
Out of the frying pan into the fire, burning down the people's souls. My high anxiety is getting higher. It feels like I'm gonna blow. Yeah.
Look at that shit. Look at that shit.
Okay.
But you gotta hear when Snoop drops it. Oh.
Right.
There where you are. Pick up the pieces, let it begin, cause this is the way that we flow. Higher and higher and higher we go. Through dedication, self-preservation, nice and I see Marcus Garvey, my golden Martin, all the rebels gone. We lost our way, darkest is the day.
That's all Snoop had to do in the entire song, but he was in the whole video.
Jesus.
Wow.
Remember when Snoop had that clip go by? It was like, how come all these new rappers, they all
That was his whole.
And that's what he just did when he was pretending to be Jamaican.
When did they make that?
Oh, this is from
when he was off the weed.
I'm gonna guess. 2013. Let me look.
Oh, when he was sober
When
for
he
a
was
couple
off
weeks
the
too
weed.
long.
Yeah.
September 9th, 2013. I was in St. Louis when this came out. And me and my cousin just went. But Eddie's already had like a #1 hit. Like Eddie is not nobody in the music game.
What?
Jena, how dare you? Your girls clearly don't like to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Never mind.
But my girl likes to party all the time. And that's like a 7-minute song.
Yes.
And he won
right.
it.
I thought you were talking more recently. But I think, Jamie Foxx does that.
Jamie Foxx is a great singer.
Yeah. He's kind of like he's kind of like Donald Glover, where he can just do everything.
Did you see his movie album, Ray? It's good.
He can do everything.
The one thing that I never really liked about Jamie Foxx was his show was kind of trash. I would watch it because that was the only thing on UPN at the time. But this show was kind of trash. I mean, it's like Braxton was the best part. Maybe that's
God, UPN.
Why'd
they take that away from us?
It was never ours. I don't know why. It's just like the hip hop airwaves have never belonged to Black people. It's never been owned by somebody who is part of the hip hop culture.
This is true.
It has always been owned by old, rich white dudes. And whether those rich dudes want people to hear good things or bad things was at their behest. So why do you think we got gangster rap in the first place? Why did it get so popular? Not because everybody wanted to be a gangster, because that was the only thing you would hear. That was the only thing you could hear. Yeah, sorry, you got manipulated. And they played you.
When people started getting popular, the only players in the game were rock and roll groups or country groups, like the big companies. Yeah. And they already controlled all the music, but they were the only ones with the marketing and distribution and production capabilities. So, they would give these rappers, some small amount of money or something up front, and they would sell millions of records. But
yeah, and then they would say, "All right, I gave you a $100,000 advance," and then proceed to make like fucking 500 mil off of that album. Right? And they're like, "Where's my cut?" Like, you got your cut. That was it. That's all you're getting.
Right. And it's not until recently, we talk about, Dre and Jay-Z and them making $1 billion, but it wasn't until recently that, we started having people from within the culture starting owning, the actual businesses that are profiting off of this.
And as for all of his faults, that's what Dame Dash was really about. And if you guys don't know about Rockefeller and how the Rockefeller split with him and Jay-Z, that was something that he advocated for in like 03, 01. He was saying, we need to own this shit. Why are you working with these people? We need to own everything. We need to do everything. And he's got a bunch of other issues where I really don't agree with him on, but the ownership piece of it is huge.
Yeah, that's huge. And that's what Cash Money, Big Timers and them did too. That's why they never, they had like 2 good songs, but they're stupid rich because they made all their money off of Lil Wayne and the rest of the Cash Money.
Yeah, because like, who was your favorite Cash Money millionaire, Jenna, growing up? Because there was like 8 of them.
There's a lot of them.
Silk the Shaka.
There's too many.
Turk, BG, Juvenile, Manny Fresh.
I mean, arguably, Juvenile was one of the more popular ones.
And he was early, and
then Silk the Shocker, I would
say. If you're talking about just Hot Boys, it was like
okay.
I almost Googled Hot Boys. All right, let me reconsider that Google search. Let me see here. Let me think.
While you're doing that, I wanted to say to dial back on what you were saying as far as these artists, owning everything and keeping it within. It's definitely also, you see some artists that have actually utilized their platform to also give back to the communities they came from. I know Nipsey Hussle was an advocate for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of this stuff goes on behind the scenes and you never hear about it.
Right.
It doesn't get any coverage. They might buy a gym for a school or a computer lab or host some competition or open up a restaurant where, some of the food is lower cost or whatever it may be, or invest in some housing and stuff like that. You just never hear about any of it. But if you go looking for it, you can find a lot from rappers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you like legit only just found that out because he died.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very sad to say this, Justin. We have been lied to our whole time. How many people do you think were in the Hot Boys?
I thought it was 4.
Okay, maybe you got the true story. I thought like everybody under Cash Money during that time period was like one of the Hot Boys. It was only BG, Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Turk.
And Young Turk, yeah. And then the big timers was Manny Fresh and Baby.
And then the 6 of them is Cash Money Millionaires.
Okay.
So I don't know where the fuck Silk Shocker fits into all this. They just forgot about his punk ass.
I don't know. But then there was some back and forth between 504 Boys, Cash Money.
We're the 504 Boys. What?
That's the only song I know.
Remember when everybody used to open their door at night and go, hoo-doo?
Hell yeah. Hootie Hoo is my shit. I still say Hootie Hoo. I say that shit. I said that shit earlier today. Matter of fact, when I see my homie going into work on my day off, Hootie Hoo. Man, don't listen.
Just open your door at like 11 at night and say it, and somebody will say it back.
Some old motherfucker my age will say that shit right back to you. It'll just be instinctive. I won't even be able to like, what happened to? Why did I do that? It's involuntary. Is Cynthia coming? Cynthia, what's going on?
I think she lost the link. Send it again. Well, anyway, I'll get her on the next time because we will do this again because I know Justin will do this again. And even I myself, and some people already referenced this in the chat, that this was helpful for them to learn the differences with the hip hop culture and how, rap has developed its own genre from it. I learned a lot personally. Thank you. But definitely want to have, Eddie's mix into this. I will bring the smart and pretty Cynthia because now I know better. We will schedule you in. We'll block out 2 hours of our time.
Yeah.
I want to real quick before we go. Mikey, who's your favorite rap group?
There you go. That was my question.
Lupe Fiasco.
It's the Lupe. You're wearing your favorite rap group's t-shirt.
Jena bought me a shirt.
Show the folks what I got you for Christmas last year.
Hey.
Bone Thugs probably,
nice.
Yeah, they probably always been my favorite. I'm thoroughly convinced that Crazy Bone is the best rapper ever in terms of pretty much everything.
He still pops up every once in a while on like Instagram or some shit. I'm like, all right. Slow it down, man. Slow it down.
Did you hear the I Got 5 on It remix or part 2 or whatever they're calling it?
Shit.
I still got 5 on it.
I'm looking for that right now.
Jesus. You know what? I've showed like 2 copyright legitable things. I'm gonna take Neil's word for it, and I need to put these links in the description. Because we're gonna be a heap of trouble. But anyway,
you're not monetized anyway. You'll be fine.
Oh yeah, huh? Yeah, Neil, we're not monetized.
Don't have to worry about those problems when you don't have any money coming in from that.
Exactly.
Got him.
Exactly.
Got him. Can't sue me. I'm broke.
This sounds so horrible. Yeah. See, Cynthia respects you, Justin. They were legit.
Yes.
Show that t-shirt one more again.
It was.
Oh yeah, she did past tense your whole.
I know. I still listen to them. I went to like 5 concerts. No, I went to several Tech 9 concerts too. He's got a couple like fairly mainstream hits, but mostly underground.
Yeah. I mean,
nice.
Lupe is still doing his thing. He just got done with his shitty fucking deal with Atlantic. So that's all over and done with. I could literally, maybe I'll have a Lupe panel one day. And we're going to go through like him getting blackballed after the success from Food and Liquor because he called Barack Obama a terrorist. That didn't go well with the sponsors, and MTV said, you need to fly out here to do this thing for us. And he's like, I have pneumonia. I'll die if I get in a plane. And they're like, well, fuck you forever. You'll never be on our airways again, which is why you have never seen a music video of Lupe Fiasco's after Kick Push. And you probably haven't seen Kick Push on MTV ever. And that is who controls your career at that point.
White people.
Yeah, and
Oh.
he didn't do he didn't dance like they told him to dance, so they got his ass out of there.
There is one rapper I want to bring up. I found his music recently. He's called Graydon Square. He's a black
Fell in love
atheist
with him.
rapper. He's been out for a while. I just learned about him.
You just found him. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry I couldn't book him for the show. I apologize.
Well, I mean, just send him a selfie. And be like, do you want to come on my show for a little bit?
Stop it.
Show him your
Apparently
microphone.
he lives real close to me, so apparently I just gotta go find where he lives.
He's from Compton, I think.
Show
I can
show
be
him
in
your
Compton in like an hour.
Yeah, show him your microphone.
We didn't even talk about Kendrick. We didn't talk about J. Cole.
I was just
we
looking at
didn't.
some of
I
that.
love Kendrick Lamar, but I'm highlighting this because I mean, yeah, you're right. R&B could be talked about.
What's
I'm
R&B?
still the wrong person for that. He mistyped it and then he immediately wrote that.
Okay. I didn't see the next one. I was like,
Akon.
Akon is R&B?
Akon is a fucking legend. That motherfucker gave 300 million people electricity in fucking undeveloped areas in Africa.
He sure did.
He is a fucking legend.
He
I think it was like probably the early or mid 2000s where R&B turned into just a supplement to rap, and then it kind of just went away altogether when auto-tune took over and rappers could, fumble their way through their own chorus
and kind of sing like Drake.
No, they can't kind of sing.
Drake's not he's a talker. He can talk a note. He will talk one note.
Mm-hmm. Chris Brown was supposed to wait. Did Chris Brown start out R&B?
Chris Brown got blackballed too.
For
him and his Rihanna shit.
Yeah, well, Rihanna's R&B. Kind of.
Oh yeah, kind of.
She's more pop.
More pop. Like, there is a secret undergenre of black pop that a lot of our ladies and younger guys definitely fit into. Like Usher is black pop because he doesn't rap and he's not really singing R&B anymore.
Right.
And then Nicki tried her like little starships are in the
oh my god, yeah.
She had that like there's a whole under movement of black pop that always goes a little bit
SZA did before her biggest album came out. Control. SZA did.
What do you think about the Super Bowl halftime squad, which is basically Dre and his whole crew that he created?
Because where is it at this year? It's in LA, right?
I think so, yeah.
Super Bowl's in LA this year?
I think so.
At the beautiful new stadium? Fuck, I want to
go. What do you have $5,000? You can get a ticket way
It's at the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
There you go.
That beautiful beast of a stadium.
And that is why Kendrick Lamar is going to be there.
I like Kendrick Lamar.
So what do you think of the? I think people were saying, I don't know if they're saying like this isn't rap or this is going to be a bad performance or they're washed up or what. They were getting some hate, but I'm like, man, this is
lit.
Yeah.
Because they're not putting the typical old white.
Well, last year it was The Weeknd, and I thought, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good by any means.
The Weeknd was it the Super Bowl? Oh shit!
I'm not a Weeknd guy.
That was terrible. That was just as terrible as putting Justin Timberlake by himself.
Well, he had a squad on for one song. It's gonna be Dre, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Snoop Dogg. Yeah, Timberlake brought on NSYNC for like a half a song, and they were like trying to do the old moves, and then they just walked away.
I was like, "Ooh, Kirkpatrick, you the oldest one. Stop it."
If I can be 100% honest, Queen Bee and Bruno Mars can do the fucking Super Bowl halftime show every fucking year.
That was fire. Concerned. I liked it.
What is
I don't really care for Beyonce. Everyone's mama and grandmama.
Be real.
Yeah. Everyone's mama and grandmama loves them some Bruno Mars. My mama loves her some Bruno Mars. He's like, look at that boy dance.
He got a lot of hate for being good at singing and dancing and not like being full black.
But Drake is running around doing what? Come on, man.
Drake can't even dance.
No beard. Don't mean you can't just unblack him. You can't just be unblacking folk. You can't do that. You can't take the black away. Sorry. He wanted y'all chill out. Y'all let Tekashi run around dropping the M-bomb 38 times a song. Y'all ain't even check that little dude in the streets. So leave Bruno alone. He ain't even messing with y'all.
It was so funny when I was on my Hawaii vacation. One of the tour attractions was them showing us where Bruno Mars went to high school. Like, this is how he got his start. He sang outside of such and such place, saw him sing, and they brought him off the island.
No, originally
that sounds familiar.
Originally,
right?
The song started off with "I would catch a pineapple for you," but that being a Hawaiian staple here. But he later changed it to "grenade," and it just had such a hit. It's just such a
I would catch a coconut for you.
Sure.
A falling coconut.
Oh,
I would catch falling lava for you, but it didn't have the right flow.
I would fall on a pine cone for you.
I'm gonna throw that up there right now. In hands. Oh God. Okay, we will do this show again. We'll maybe dive more into R&B later on. This was fun. Thank you, Justin, for bringing this on. Thank you, Eddie, for inspiring Justin to talk about this. So next time when Eddie is well, and Eddie better fucking be well, because I'm gonna reuse this intro.
And since we're talking about a whole bunch of people Cynthia don't care about, she can come talk about people she does care about.
Yes, we will bring the smart and pretty on next time.
Party All the Time was in 1985.
Whoa.
Oop.
Eddie Murphy.
I wasn't born yet.
Me either.
Me neither.
Good job. Okay. Yeah, we'll be in the Discord. We'll hippity hop right over there and have a chitty chat. See what I did there?
No.
That's cool, right? Hater. Whatever. Don't look at me like that.
Give me a card right now.
No.
Neil wants to be blue. Make Neil blue.
Oh, I will make you a blue. I can't coordinate on one screen, so I'll have Justin do it.
Oh yeah. One screen team.
Trying to run a show here. Okay. Dealer's choice. Do I run the usual old outro or do I run the new intro for the closing? Justin,
New
Mikey?
intro. New intro.
Okay.
Fight the power.
So she's gonna play the old.
We're not gonna say that. Okay.
Yeah,
see y'all
play
in the
Party
Discord.
All the Time.
I don't have Party All the Time. I'm playing your theme song.
Wakanda forever.
Shandeke.
Shandeke.